What's the motherfucking deal, Sauce Nation? We done got back into the sauce again to get ready for those motherfucking Rockets. You know, we got to get off this motherfucking losing streak. So, you know, this is Sauce Sports. If you're not familiar with Sauce Sports is a Houston, Texas homer channel. So if you come in here looking for a live stream of a game or some shit, this ain't what that is. But if you are here, you know, talk about the Rockets, to talk about the game, to talk about, you know, what could take place this evening. And if you're just here to, you know, collect your sauce and all that other good shit, if you're here just to get your flavor on, you know, to chop it up with your boy Honcho, that's always love too. So like I said, let's get into this thing. Let's just get in it to win it. Never miss another live stream again. Hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and click see all notifications. Get that looking a little bit better there. There we go. All right, that looks a little bit better. So, what's the motherfucking deal? Dominic, Danny, Brandon. Chuck Pagano got fired. That's unfortunate. Oh man, matter of fact, you know what? Let's I need to change this because we are talking about those Rockets, but I'm sure we're gonna get a little bit of Texans talking here today too, because this is a Houston homer channel. So we're gonna make sure we talk about all the good shit going on in the city. But we definitely gonna talk about these Rockets tonight because they got started on this fucking losing streak, fucking with the LA Lakers. What's his name? Kuzma, you know, went off. Had a great game against us, and you know, it seems like we have been struggling to do anything ever since. You know what I mean? And we got to do something about that. So we're going to talk about the 3 points to ponder about what the Rockets need to do to secure a victory tonight. Since I didn't drop that video, we're going to do that one live in the chat. I'm going to make sure I get you guys your sauce, you know, the first 5, you know, make sure you get your sauce. I ain't gonna deny you your flavor. I got you. So while I'm doing that though, let me get a couple of other things in order. And that being one of them. This being another one. That's okay. And this one being. So I want to know what you guys think before we get into it. You know, let me know what your predictions are for the game this evening. Capella being back, good deal. We need him because, like I say, he's a big piece that people do not account for. They don't realize how important Clint Capella and his rim protection is. You know what I'm saying? We need him to be there. So, like I said, as I'm getting these things in order, give me just a second. Chris Paul, like I said, he needs to get back into the flow of things. You know, those injuries, it seems like it takes him just a little bit to get back in order. I'm not too worried about him. We've seen how he acts after injury. He'll definitely come back and be a-okay. So I don't think we have too much to worry about from him either. But I think this is where we get everything back in position, because like I said, when we first started losing, when we first lost to the Lakers, I want to say we were missing Capella, and that just kind of enabled them to get some things going. But like I said, before this game gets started, let's go ahead and get into the 3 factors. Matter of fact, make sure we get the roll call going. So make sure you shout out where you're from. If you're not from Houston, you know, shout out where you're from, your state, city, town, whatever you represent. I'll make sure to show you some love. If you are from Houston, make sure you shout out your side so I can show you some love. Like I say, let me go back and check who all I owe some of this sauce to real quick. I know Dominic and Danny were some of the first ones in here. While y'all shout that out, let me go ahead and make sure I pay my sauce. Danny in the 2K club or the 20K club. My fault. I'm sorry. About to get close to the 30K club, actually. Who else was in here? Who was the first five? Dominic, Danny, Brandon, Jeremiah, and Leo King. But so, like I said, make sure. Okay, let me cook you up real quick with some sauce and some flavor. I think I'm missing one person. Who did I forget? I said Dominic. Oh, Brandon. I'm sorry. My bad, Brandon. I didn't mean to forget you, big dog. Here we go, right here. Okay, so everybody got the first five got their fresh sauce, so they good. I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying to get some momentum going on into 2018. I know I won't have to deal with the football thing because we're not going into the fucking playoffs, but that's so playoffs. You want to fucking talk about playoffs? But you know, we're going to talk about that. So I'm definitely going to be streaming into the game because those are some things we need to talk about. We need to talk about the Rocks. We need to talk about that Rick Smith situation. We're going to talk. So we're going because I couldn't have ended it the way we did, but I had to do my Kush in for 420. You know, I want to make sure I stay on top of these things for both channels. So here's the deal. All right. No, the Marquise Goodwin hit. No, I hadn't seen it. I'm going to have to check that out. Let's go ahead and get into the 3 points to ponder going into this Rockets game. So first, if I can get this visual right, you know, what we're going to need is Harden to handle up. You know, it's cool that, you know, he wants to defend what's going on, and we see the bad calls. We understand it. But as a superstar, you're going to have to say fuck it and ball out. You can't hope to get those calls. If you get them, good. You know, complain about them, whatever. But you can't let your game be decided by the refs. You can't let those things happen. And you got to assume that they're going to treat you on some hoe shit because that's what they do. They've been doing it. They made a rule that they named after you on some hoe shit. So you got to understand that the NBA has this thing out for you, and you're not going to get the way the calls you want, but you do get a significant number of calls. You know what I'm saying? Probably the most in the league, if I'm not mistaken. And I know people say, well, you can't complain, but if he's playing to the point, if he's still not getting a significant number of calls just because he's leading the league, doesn't mean anything. It just means that he has developed a part of his game that is, you know, prone to drawing fouls, and he needs to be credited for that if that's the way it's going to be, you know. But okay, we got a new we got some new subscriber. Couldn't quite see the name because of the thing, but welcome. I appreciate you joining the sauce. So Harden's going to definitely have to handle up. He's going to have to handle his business. I don't want to hear any more about anything about the bullshit refs. We know how fucked up it was to be there with just the two fucking referees and all that dumb shit. We get it. We understand it. We saw it. You know, we saw how it caused an L with the Celtics. But at the same time, you guys just can't let motherfuckers come back. You can't do those things. So we hear you, Harden, but also we don't want to hear that shit. So that is the first point to ponder of the 3 points to ponder, if you are wondering. So let's get into the second point to ponder. Cruise control. Okay? Yes, I said it. Cruise control. We have to have Kyle Kuzma under control. He got off, had a good game last game. Of course, he was shooting like crazy, and it was not saying the guy can score. He's a good player. Not gonna give you 40 points every fucking game. He, you know, motherfuckers gonna have breakout games and shit like that. Unfortunately, it was against us. We can't allow that to happen. You know, we got to tighten up on guys like that. We know that he can score. We got to kind of stop using that phrase. We know that he can score. We know that he has the ability to do some damage. We have to get that under control. We know what he's able to do. We know that he's a solid player. He's a real, probably might be the best. Well, you know, people are gonna argue, but he's one of the better rookies, underrated especially this year. He's he's up there. He might be top 3 if you're talking about rookies. But anyway, cruise control, man. We got to get him under control. Low Lonzo tonight, so it's not like Lonzo's was just been I mean, he did decent that last game. Wasn't outstanding. Lonzo's not going to give you outstanding numbers like that. The first game we played, it was 2 points. You know, he had a good game this time. The Lakers are starting to find themselves. They're not a horrible team. They're just young, and they're going to have to figure out how to put it together. But expect them to start contending here in the near future. So cruise control. Got to get this guy locked down. We got to make sure that he is. Have you done your sauce balance in more than 5 minutes, or what is that? Man, you be putting too many comments. I've been trying to do my 3 points to ponder. But the cruise control, that's point 2. Third point to ponder. It should be sauce. It's sauce in your sauce balance instead of sweets. We're in the sauce sports. Paul. Okay. CP third, if you will. I don't have many concerns about Chris Paul. Okay, we know the little injuries. You know, he's an older guy. He's suffered injuries almost, you know, a significant number of seasons where he's had some times he's had to sit out for a little bit. My biggest deal about Paul is we want him there for the playoffs, but we need this team to understand how to operate, you know, with him there and with him out, not being there. But it's a significant difference late in games with Paul in the game because he, like I say, he orchestrates, he navigates, he puts people in place. Like I say, James plays more hero ball late in games and he puts it on his own shoulders. Chris Paul makes the team play better as a whole. And so when we get in these situations where we're late in games and we're down and Chris Paul isn't there, you see things go awry, you see things start to fall apart. But when you see us in games and we're contending and then we may be down by double digits, we come back tied up and then take a lead when Chris Paul's there, because like I say, he orchestrates, he puts things in order, he facilitates, he gets everybody involved. And I'm not saying that James doesn't get everyone involved. He just, when it comes down to late in games, he feels the need to take it upon his own shoulders. And so I think that he changes up his style of play late in games, and that's why we see some of the things that we see and people get upset, you know, and he takes a lot of the blame when, you know, all throughout the game, you know, he finds his teammates, you know, he facilitates and he does a lot of those things. So I think he needs to kind of, you know, maybe consider keeping that going. Let me see. So the sauce battle. Let me see what's going on with the sauce and the sweet. Oh, I know what's wrong. Give me just a second. Let me fix that. I apologize about the sauce and the sweet balance. I have that fixed for you guys here in just a jiff, something like that. Yeah, all that good shit. My bad. I apologize. I closed the bank for just a second. Let me fix that and get it back in order. But oh shit. Like I said, I have no worries about these Rockets. I'm not even worried about this 5-game losing streak. It's just that we've had some injuries in we haven't learned how to play without those key pieces being available. And like I said, you look at a lot of these games where we lost, where Capella was not available. Like I said, there's just no rim protection. Motherfuckers can do what they want to. So we can't just all right, now you guys check your sauce balances and see if everything is copacetic. Let me see. Yeah, Dominic, the daddy trying to take all the sauce, but yeah. So like I said, with Paul on point, Paul brings a Paul on point. POP hold it down, because Chris Paul does hold it down late in games, and that is essential to the success of the Rockets. That's essential to the success that you've been seeing this year, because when it looks like the old Rockets team, when Chris Paul's not there, we fell apart similar to the way we fell apart last year. But this year, you know, when Chris Paul is in those games late, it's a completely different deal. So now, with that being said, let's talk about the city of Houston. Let's talk about the changes that are coming. Let's talk about what's taking place right before our very eyes. Can you smell what the Rockets are cooking? No, but I want to talk about this Texans situation. I still haven't had a chance because I've been going back from the sauce to the den, back to the sauce, so I haven't had a chance to really do much reading up on it. I saw where they're talking about the Texans will be looking for a new general manager. And I saw it said, that they'll be looking outside the organization, which is good. But here's my thing. We said he's highly respected by O'Brien and others in the organization. I mean, that might be a good thing. I know they're talking about the Brian Gaine guy. And if he... That's what I'm saying, like all these crazy stories. Like, that's people like the end. It's a fucking soap opera. But, if Bill O'Brien that's a guy that he can get along with, cool, awesome. I'd love to have a cohesive unit here. But that's the thing you got to think about too with these GMs. Sometimes they have a certain thing that they like, and if you're bringing a guy outside in, that it's still always the possibility that him and Bill O'Brien may clash. So, do I think that Harden will get a robo? I don't think that James Harden will fuck with a robo. He'll definitely be fucking with real hoes. Excuse me. Good grief. Yeah, but that's the good thing. Like I said, if he has more say-so in what happens, I mean, look forward to it, guys. I mean, it's the change. It's the change that we've all been wanting. It's what we've all been asking for. But I truly do. I feel bad for Rick Smith. The situation that this took place in. But, outside of that, as far as the organization of the Texans, I'm excited for what the future could bring. We'll have to see what it is. We'll have to see who they bring in. We'll have to see, But either way, there's no excuses, like I say. So all I know is no excuses for O'Brien and no more excuses for the Rockets. They're, relatively healthy. I'm not going to say Clint Capella's healthy. Your face just got fucking broken shit. So, you got to do what you got to do. But you got to get out there and play like a man. You can't be out there on no little boy shit, son. But yeah, it is. It doesn't seem real right now. You know what I mean? Yeah, Rick Smith's out of there. He's gone. It doesn't seem real, man. Damn it, Danny. Your comments be so blended in. I don't be seeing them unless you spam it for the thing. You say Honcho, Idiot of the Year poll. You say Kerwin Irvin, K. Joe, Ed Honcho, AJ. Well, I got to be on the idiot. I'm putting you on the Idiot of the Year poll. You know what? I'm finna. Hold on. I'm finna. So like I say, man, it's unfortunate the situation that Rick Smith is going through. I hate that for him. And I really do. I really do. But like I say, it's gonna be some new blood. There's going to be some fresh air around the Texans organization. And it's going to be, it's all good. It's all good. Daddy, I'm going to remember that next election. You're going to be needing some votes. But I hope Bill does get extended. I hope some things, like I say, if you can, because this is a couple of things you're gonna have to wonder about, because players care to know if a coach is going to be there long term or not. So that's something that you'd have to consider coming up in free agency. You might have players who want to come here to this team and say, man, I like Bill O'Brien. like the talent that the Texans have. But I'm not confident that Bill O'Brien's going to have a job next year. I'm not confident that he's going to be here, you know. So I'm just curious about all these stories that are going around. I'm curious that if Bill O'Brien was going to take this whole Custer's last stand approach and, you know, demand that either he goes or he stays, if that has anything to do with, you know, him possibly knowing if Rick Smith's wife was dealing with an issue. Is that just more national media bullshit? It's a whole lot of possible shit that it could be. Fucking son of a terrorist. How many times did you post that shit? But I still think we should come out with a win, though. I think we should come out with a win. But see, the thing is, here's the thing, Danny. You wouldn't be able to vote in the poll. If I did a poll, you wouldn't be able to vote in it, Danny. See, that's the thing, though. Man, I absolutely agree, because like I said, I don't know. I know people talking about, like I say, Nate Solder and some other things, but like I said, I'd like to. I don't want to say there's just going to be a lot of young guys. You want to find whoever you can that's going to be good and is going to be able to protect Deshaun. But the defense, I see free agency. We're going to have to spend some change, but I don't want to overpay. I don't want to get in a bidding war for a guy like Malcolm Butler and overpay for him. I think he's a solid player. Like we said, he's better than anything we have. But I'm not looking for. I don't think he's just great. I don't think he's, you know, he's not like a shutdown dude. Yeah, we know him from the big game, but you know, he just as easily could have been irrelevant if they'd have ran the ball. So it is what it is. It is what it is. So the Jermaine Johnson one, I think I've been seeing a lot of people talk about it. I told you, like I said, I'm not super familiar with him, but I believe he's if I'm not mistaken, he's a little bit taller, isn't he? And I'd like to get some taller corners, because I think you take two corners with the same skill set and the only difference is height. So you want the taller guy, because shit, at least he can kind of get in the face, get in the way when motherfucking receivers are staring over a fucking corner. I mean, like, it's not even a point of him being there. You know what I mean? What's the point? I mean, so the motherfucker's fucking 5 inches taller than your fucking corners. That's going to make it kind of hard. I mean, as good as J-Joe is sometimes, shit, he just gets beat because he's going up against taller receivers. You can jump as high as you want to, but the motherfuckers are just fucking taller than he is. So I think you need some guys who can have a little bit of height on them. That's why I'd like to see the Cood pan out, see what he can become. Hopefully he can do some things. I'd like to see him have a solid offseason, see maybe he gets to work with some veteran guys. And, you know, he missed a lot early on because of the way the Oregon situation worked out. So, you know, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Oh, snap. What happened? Oh, shit. Ferocious in the 20K club. How you, what? Ferocious in the 20K club? Man, that's what's up, man. I ain't even paying attention. You know, they say congratulations. That motherfucker in the 20K club. So, Dominic, you better watch out, man. You better watch out. That boy is hustling. So, it's just, that's fucked up, though. It's so fucked up that Pagano got fired after winning a game. You know what I'm saying? That's the funny shit. You know, everybody's talking about how Bill O'Brien's on the hot seat. Bill O'Brien, his job is on the line. But Pagano won the game against Bill O'Brien and got fucking fired. That's fucking hilarious. I got you. I had to do an audit on your sauce, Danny. I had to do some government intervention. I had to see where your sauce was coming from. Make sure you weren't laundering sauce. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? We don't want no illegal sauce in here. You know, you got to get your sauce by legal means, legal gambling. You know, I heard you might have been running an underground sauce racket, so I had to put your bank account on hold for just a second to make sure, you know, all your sauce was legit. You know, it'll be returned. It'll be returned. You know, after I can make sure I can allocate where all these funds are coming from. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's bad business. That would be awful if somebody broke into your car. I've had my spot broken into before. It's never a good deal. Never a good deal. I hope not, though. That would be very unfortunate if so. No. We don't want no fucking Pagano, dog. I think Pagano was a little overrated myself. You know, I think he stayed around because of the situation, the health situation. But, you know. See, I'm glad I can't teach y'all how to give sauce, because you can share this stuff. You can give the sauce to each other, but I forgot exactly how to. I don't know how to show y'all to do it. I know how to do it, but I wouldn't be. Let me see. I think you would have to. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know, but I ain't finna do all that. So, like I say, I'm finna give all of Danny's sauce. That's gonna be the next giveaway. The amount of sauce that Danny had. That's how much we're gonna do for the next raffle. And so we're gonna get this raffle in. And so it only costs, we're gonna make it, instead it usually costs 5 sauce to get in with your vote. This time it only costs 1 sauce. We'll make the raffle last for 5 minutes. Tonight it will be a Rockets player. I won't tell you the name. It is a Rockets player currently active on the roster, a healthy player. Remember, it'll be last name only, all lowercase, exclamation point, no spaces, exclamation point, no spaces, last name, all lowercase. So, like I say, 5 minutes for the raffle, 1 sauce for your vote. I will give you guys a clue. It's only 5 minutes. I'm gonna give you guys a clue in the last 30 seconds. So let's go ahead and get this going. Said, let's see. So. Let's see if people are gonna win. You know, we're gonna see if people are gonna be able to get the mix going. We'll see. So I'll be having to see if y'all be paying attention, man. You know what I mean? You gotta be seeing if y'all be observing. I'll be on that. I'll be on that level. So you try to win your sauce back. How much sauce do you have enough sauce to gamble? I don't know if you got I don't know how much sauce do you have. If you do, you ain't gonna be able to do your usual spamming, because you only got, I mean, it's gonna cost you 1 sauce a vote, and you might let me see how much sauce you got. You got about 10 sauce. But anyway, like I say, you know, we got to look forward to the things that are taking place. Hopefully, like I say, even if this game does not come out in the favor in which that we want it to, which I do expect it to, because let's get back realistic. Let's get things back in order the way it's supposed to be. Then, you know, that cohesiveness should start happening again if everybody can stay healthy. You know, we got to get back on another nice little run, and you know, make the league respect us again, because right now motherfuckers are thinking shit is a joke. Motherfuckers thinking Danny, you got 22 sauce to do something, so you can do 22 votes. So like I say, man, it's just really about the health, man. It's just really about staying healthy. It's just really about hoping that we can keep this unit together so that they can, that we can be successful, so that we can let's say we can get that cohesiveness back, so we can get that unity back, so we can get back to playing that outstanding offensive Rockets ball that we were playing early on in the year. So shit, hopefully the game should be starting here very soon. But thinking about, like I say, just Houston as a whole, man, it's going to be a very interesting 2018. It's going to be a very interesting situation for this city. You got a young Astros team who's basically bringing back, the key pieces that got them there, adding a couple of new guys with some talent, as far as I've heard. I mean, like I said, I'm not the baseball connoisseur. You got a new Rockets team, a new owner with Tillman Fertitta. He wants to win it. He's in it to win it. You got just talent on the roster. Daryl Morey always looking to make big moves. You hear the conversation about LeBron possibly coming. You got the Texans, who just made huge news today by Rick Smith saying that, he's going to be basically stepping down. They're going to be looking for a new GM, something that we've been wanting for a decade now. As long as the Jags have been trashed, is what we've been wanting. You know what I'm saying? So we just got to be prepared for the changes that are going to take place. We don't know exactly what's going to happen in the future. We just got to be ready for any and all possibilities, because, like I say, it could be anything. Like I say, the Texans are going to be really interesting. I think that before we really start making speculation, we got to see who comes in. We got to see what kind of candidates they bring in. We got to see who they're saying is interested. We know the Brian Gaines guy. We'll have to see. It's going to be real interesting, and especially the next few weeks, especially while everybody else is doing their playoff thing and doing all that other stuff. That's when you start seeing a lot of reshuffling of coaches. The playoffs for the NFL are like the bowl season for the NCAA coaches. That's when you start seeing coaches getting fired and switching teams and doing all that other shit. It's the same way with the playoffs. That's when you start seeing guys who maybe DCs going, checking out jobs, available vacancies and all that other shit. I'm sticking my team till the end of the year, but after I'm done here, if we don't win it all, or even if we do, I'm going to go be a coach elsewhere. I'm going to take my talents to another team. And so just kind of how it happens, man. So fortunately, it seems like we're retaining the part that we wanted. It seems like, as Texans fans, 2017 gave us a bunch of shit, but we're getting the changes that we wanted. We got a quarterback. One of the biggest things. We kept the coach that we figured that it would be best to retain. We got the changes that we wanted to see, albeit at the cost of Rick Smith and what he's got going on. So, like I said, our condolences go out to him. But this is going to be a brand new team. I mean, all the way around, because, like I said, we're going to be losing some pieces. Like, don't be surprised you see a couple of guys. Like I said, don't be surprised if today was the last day you saw a couple of guys in the Texans jersey. Should we keep Vrabel? I'm 50-50 on it. I can't. I feel like he'll be better next year than what he was. I feel like with play calling and with having the talent that was accessible to Crennel in earlier years. So I don't want to just run him out of town right now. I don't want to jump on that bandwagon, but we got to see improvement, and if not, they got to be ready to. I don't know who you would bring in, but you got to be ready to pull the trigger. So, Mike Vick. Should we keep Mike Vick? That's funny. Yeah, the secondary. They need veteran. We need veterans in the secondary. That's what we need. Free agency action. We have money, so we need a guy in here relatively quickly who has got his eye on some talent and. Let me say you got no sauce, so the Kush did. Before you took my set, all right, let me see. Oh, did the raffle end here? Let me see what happened. Who ended up winning? Brandon won the sauce. Okay, okay. All right. I would like to see Cornell back in that position. Well, it's not. That's what I said. Why is it not? What is up with the not letting the profanities through? I got to figure out why. I like profanity. I engage in a significant amount of profanity. So I don't care about either one of them motherfuckers in the fucking playoffs because we're gonna beat whoever's ass needs to be beaten. Need to be beaten next year and regain our title as king of the division. Oh, what was I looking for right here? The one-time champ, yes sir. All right, so I'm trying to decide. Let's take a look. Has the game gotten activated? Because I normally don't do post game after the Rockets game. Shut the fuck up. I don't care about this shit right here. I don't want to see that. Just show me this right here. Motherfuckers, they don't want to listen. So I don't know if this is going to be the last sauce of the year, but like I say, if it is, I want to make sure y'all all have No, I wasn't going to take your 22, the little 22 that you had left. You could have those. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, I'm going to let you have your sauce back eventually. I'm just trying to decide when. I'm going to let everybody win a bunch of sauce first. And then I'm gonna let everybody get a bunch of sauce first, and then I'm gonna let you get back in the mix. So, like I said, if this is the last sports, make sure y'all gamble all your sauce away. Make sure you get rid of that shit. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go for a few more minutes. If you guys got any questions, any things you want to talk about what's happening in the city, about what is taking place, then let's talk about it. Yes, I think the Texans will go 16-0 next year. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do do do. Do 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 do. So, yes. See, Danny, you could have your sauce back now, Danny. And so I think we have ended the worst Texans year in a while. It's been at least since Bill O'Brien's been here. And now I think we look forward to a bright future. Okay. Yeah, you're right. And we will see Dallas next year, won't we? So that's going to be some interesting things to look forward to. You know, seeing these Rockets later in the year, you know, if they can prove to be the team that we know that they can be, that's going to be of interest. You say we have to wear shades. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Mass Capella. Hey, look. Mass Capella gonna be a beast. He gonna come in that bitch like Batman. He gonna be in that motherfucker shutting shit down. Now, yeah. Now, that's where you're not lying, white persuasion. It would be great to have some draft. But that's why I say we'll see who comes in. I still don't feel like we're gonna get back. I don't feel like we're gonna get back into those early rounds. We might be able to finesse a second round, but I don't see us getting back into the first round. So we'll just have to see what takes place. We'll just have to see what happens. But I feel positive. I feel good going into the new year. We got this shit behind us. It got to a point all of us were ready for this shit to just be over with, to end the suffering, put us out of our misery. We wanted All-Star Josh Johnson to play. Man, that boy Ferocious hit big licks, man. Man, I honestly don't care about either one of them, because the Titans, here's the thing about the Titans. These motherfuckers here are gonna definitely know they ass. If the Titans get the playoffs, they know they're garbage. They just like fell into it. This was like a weak ass year. Like that's what I realize. I mean, this was such a weak ass year. So much talent was lost across the board. You know what I mean? For the year, talented players, game changers. So we're talking about wins and losses being adjusted and in rankings being fucked up. So with that being said, yes, everybody got 100,000 sauce except for Danny. So make sure y'all splurge on your sauce. You got yeah, I mean, with the politics, with the injuries, with all the bullshit that was just going on this year, football was just tough. You know what I'm saying? It was real tough to deal with. And but now that shit is finally over, man, it's cool, man. It's cool. We just gotta move on to the next shit. I get some of the weirdest fucking stuff going on my fucking on the thing. So yeah. I think Watson should still get rookie fucking I think he should still be, you know, the rookie of the year. I mean, he was doing some amazing shit till he got injured. You know. Foreman rushing. Foreman, like I said, right before Foreman got hurt, he was starting. He says, there a cap in the sauce? It's like it shouldn't be. You should be able to gamble. Oh, I think 100,000 might be the gambling limit. Let me check. I'll make it something. Yeah, 100,000 is the gambling limit, so we'll make it like 10 million or some shit. All right, so now there should be no limit because y'all ain't gonna get to that much by the end of the year, and then we're gonna start all over. So, Danny, you mad? Why are you mad, Danny? Why are you angry, Danny? Are you mad because I took your sauce away? Are you mad because you lost the moderator election? Why are you angry, Danny? What are you doing for New Year's, Danny? Yeah, Danny, all right. Danny, cool, man. What are you doing for New Year's, Danny? I'm trying to find out. Damn. Y'all motherfuckers going big. Yeah. So, like I say, we're gonna talk about. Like I said, if y'all got anything else on your mind, we'll go about another 5 minutes here. You guys can gamble. So I'm trying to decide because it depends. If we win, it's likely I'll probably show up after the game. It's either like I say, it'll probably be either one more sauce or one more kush in before it's all over with. But depending on how late it is, I do intend to go out and go do some things this evening. Making carne asada. I think that's what my old lady had. We went to the Mexican restaurant the other day. I had some motherfucking I had some chicken enchiladas with the salsa verde. It was good. I'm mad. Why is the shit not letting people use the profane language that I prefer to engage in? Let's see what's shaking here. I know what it is. See, I think he likes to try to use give me just 1 second here. I think he likes to try to define profanity as spam or something. I don't know why it doesn't. It does this shit. Come on, Ariza. You got to step it up. So, all right, cool. Here we go. Hopefully some of the profanity will be allowed, and we can get back into it. Damn, I'm about to break the mic. I'm about to tear the den down. I mean, the studio, whatever the fuck it is. All of it is a multitude of things. It's a multi-occasion, multi-purpose move. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm gonna go get back to the casa and check out what's shaking. 15-13 Rockets. Okay, I like that. But like I said, them Lakers are young, man. They'll be able to run a little bit. They'll be able to do some things. But even though as much as they talk shit about Lonzo, they're gonna Lonzo is okay. Here we go. Aaron Anderson, commenting on Anderson. Okay. It's in the family. That's your cousin. Let me find out. That's your cousin. That's your uncle. But like I say, man, it's going to be a very interesting future for the city of Houston. But I'm going to get up here and out of here in a little bit. So make sure we do a end of the stream roll call. So if represent where you're from. If you're not from the city, make sure you shout out where you're from. If you are from Houston, make sure you let me know what side you represent or what part of town you represent so I can show y'all some love. Said Harden is afraid to shoot for some reason. He might not be feeling too. I don't know. They said he had a little slight injury shit going on there, so we'll see. Already Galveston in the mix. That's what's happening. Slide down by the beach. What part of the beach? What part of Jamaica? The part near the beach. H-Town. Hold it down. Cypress already. That's a BT. Laredo. Well, Dominic be out there fucking with the horses. Look, you gonna have to name one of your chickens Saucy the chicken, but you can't kill that fucking chicken because you probably be out there fucking breaking chickens' necks barehanded and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just out there motherfucking, I'm hungry. Fucking drinking chicken blood and shit. Nah, that's nah, you gotta look. This is what you gotta do. You gotta have a chicken named Saucy and a chicken named Danny. You know what I'm saying? And you let them race. And then whichever chicken loses is the chicken you gotta kill. You only do chickens and goats, so you kill the goats too? You're a goat killer? Send me some goat horns. That would be cool. I don't want y'all thinking like I'm on some old, what's that shit? Some old devil worship shit. I just want some fucking goat horns. What's the score in that Titans game? I'm not even paying attention. Like I honestly, like I said, if it ain't H-Town, I just don't give a shit, dog. 15-10. That's an odd score. But that's what I'm saying. See, this is what makes me upset, though. As we're going to talk about them Titans and Jags for just a second. I want the Jags to win. Okay? Let me tell you why I want the Jags to win. Because I need Jags fans to believe in Blake Bortles. I need them to believe in Blake Bortles, because if they believe in Blake Bortles, they extend him, they pay him money that they don't really have, and they're stuck with what they have right now. Our team is better than what they produce. Okay, when we're full health, if we're a full team, we are better. And then we have money to make some improvements. So I want them to like Blake Bortles. I want them to keep Bortles. Okay, so because the Titans, they believe in Mariota. I don't know why, but they believe in Mariota. They feel like he's the guy. So that they're gonna stay with him. I need the Jags to believe in Bortles, because we know what he really is. We need them to fake fall in love with him and think that he is worthwhile. And if they can do that, that would be great. And fill out those TPS reports. So with that being said, man, I'm gonna get up out of the Sauce Sports studios for a while. I've been here back and forth from the end of the game to the Kush Den back to the Sauce. So here's the deal. Here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. Because like I said, I got some plans to start off next year, to really start pushing this sauce. I got goals, man. I got a goal to somehow, some way get to 50K. Okay, across the Sauce Sports, the Kush Den, and eventually I'm gonna start doing something with the Sauce Society. But I want to get my goal is to get to 50K, and I'm gonna need your guys' help. I need y'all's help. I need the sauce. I need the nation's support to get behind this movement. So like I said, I'm going to come with more content. Pause. I'm going to bring more content daily. I'm going to bring better content. I'm going to be doing more things across different social medias. Make sure, if y'all aren't already a member, to join the Facebook group, the Sauce Sports official Facebook group. The link should be down in the description below. If it's not, then just look on Facebook for Sauce Sports official group. If you're already on the Sauce Sports page, or you can go to the Sauce Sports Facebook page, because pages and groups are different things, so don't get confused. Some of y'all like, I'm already on the page, but the group is where you can post your own shit. We comment a little bit more. We're gonna get that shit jumping. Make sure you get into that. Make sure you invite some friends if you are. James Harrison, appreciate you. Welcome to the flavor. I appreciate you. So make sure y'all are part of that, man, because like I said, we're talking all Houston sports all the time. And so it's gonna be a good deal, man. So become a part of that. And boy, lost his sauce. Boston lost his sauce, man. Ah, dang. So here's the deal. This is what we're gonna do, man. I'm gonna get up out of here, like I just said. I don't think I'm gonna do another sauce. This might be the last sauce of the year, just in case unless they're like the Rockets, just do something super exceptional. I think this will be the last sauce of the year. But I do intend to do another Kush Den, so it's not gonna be super late, because I do intend to go out and do some shit. But there probably will be another Kush Den before it's over with. So make sure y'all are subscribed to the Kush Den. And if you don't know how to get to the Kush Den, KUSHDEN, the link is definitely in the description. It should be on my recommended channels. And otherwise, you can go to Kush, KUSHDEN, KushDen.com, and it'll take you straight to the channel, and you can subscribe. So this is what you gotta understand first. You got sauce, but you're not quite saucy enough. You got to step your sauce game up by going to staysaucy.com. Go and check out some of that fly merch we got at the Stay Saucy store. You can get you some long sleeve gear. You can get you some hoodies. You can get you some short sleeve sauce with the Sauce Nation slugged across the back, and get you a Sauce Nation mug if you enjoy drinking a multitude of beverages. That is good for consumption. Get your stickers. There's a variety of merch that you can obtain at the Sauce Sports Stay Saucy store, and go check that out. It's always greatly appreciated. And everybody who's been showing love, everybody who's been rocking with the sauce, from the OG sauce shirts to the new stuff, to the super chats, to the the different variations of love that y'all been showing. And for those who have been asking, the super chats have been removed. And if you want to donate, show love to the channel, you can just go to saucesports.com and it will take you to the new platform that I'm using for that, because, you know, me and YouTube got a little bit of beef because they don't like my content. So, what? Danny had 11K. I gotta make sure. I can't be having that. Danny's not allowed. He's on a 1,000 sauce restriction. But seriously, y'all. So like I said, if I don't see y'all again, if I don't chop it up with y'all again, y'all have a happy new year. Y'all have a good start. But like I said, I'm gonna be back at it the first of the year. We have plenty to talk about, especially with the Rick Smith removal and everything else going on. So there's gonna be plenty to talk about coming up. So like I said, make sure you stay tuned to the sauce. Make sure you tell your friends about some, man. If y'all got partners that don't know about the flavor, man, y'all got to help increase the size of the nation. You got to motherfucking me tell your partners, hey man, you got to check this guy out, man. You know, he's a little thrown off, but he does it for the city. He puts on for the city. You know what I mean? And you got to check him out. You know what I'm saying? You got to become a fresh ingredient. How are you going to be a fresh ingredient and not bring in other fresh ingredients? I'm ashamed. But you know what I'm saying? Don't let your people miss out on the livest sports show in the city of Houston. Like I say, once we get that sauce line all the way activated, the right parts come in, and we can get this thing sounding good, it's really gonna step up a notch. So like I said, I want y'all to be a part of that. But with that being said, y'all already know how it is, Sauce Nation. Y'all the freshest motherfucking ingredients. Tell him you got to follow the Sauce Sports guy. I'm stepping up on my Twitter game. I'll be real inconsistent on my Twitter. So like I said, I'm going to give more energy to the sauce. I have been a little bit as of late, but I'm gonna give more energy to sauce. So, you know, I need this to become a thing. So I need y'all to help me make sure the sauce gets spread evenly, because it's gonna take a little bit of energy away from some other things I'm working on. But I really want to step this up a notch. So I appreciate all of y'all who've been fucking with it all year long, since March, April, however long it's been. I thank you. I appreciate all of y'all. So with that being said, I'll catch y'all in the Kush Den if y'all fuck with me in the Kush Den later on. If not, I'll catch y'all maybe after the Rockets game, maybe not. If not, have a happy New Year's. Don't drink too much. Don't get too fucked up, because I got to see y'all tomorrow. We got plenty of shit to talk about. I got a question. All right, before we get out of here, this is where we go. We're going to take one poll. We're going to take one poll, okay? We're going to take a poll, because I don't know if did I do a raffle? I did a raffle. I think I did. I think I did a raffle earlier. But we're going to take a poll, because I'm thinking about one thing. I'm thinking about one thing. We did do that, because we did, it was, what's his name? I'm thinking about one thing. I'm thinking about if I might make some changes to the sauce, and I want to know your opinion on this one. And it's going to be a short poll. Going to make it 3 minutes, because it's something I forgot to ask about earlier. So let's get this going. I want to know how y'all feel about this situation. I'm deciding on whether or not, excuse me, to change the intro to Sauce Sports. So if you think the intro should be changed, give me a 1 for yes and a 2 for no. But I thought I put the poll in for 3 minutes. Oh, no, I didn't. Only put it in for 1 minute. So my fault. Well, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to show y'all. This is what I'll do. I'll show you guys the intro first, and then I'll take a vote on if I should change it. So first, here's the intro. Never miss another live stream again. Hit that subscribe. Well, basically the little rotating sign intro. So now I will take the poll on that. 3 minutes poll. There we go. Let's get this right. That was so. So like I say, if you think I should keep it, you know, put a 2 for no. Put the exclamation point vote, then the number space, the number 2 for no, and space number 1 for yes. If I should retain that intro. So you think, so okay. So right now, let's see what the poll says. Okay, we now, if you want to change the intro, you put 1 for yes to change it, 2 for no, don't change it. So yeah, so if you want, if it should be changed, then you would put 1. If it should stay the same, then you put 2. You say keep it similar but update it. Okay. See, I'm trying to figure. I can't find where I originally got that damn music from, and that's my only thing. I kind of like the way that intro starts off. If I could find that fucking song, I have no idea where it is. So yeah, I guess I'd have to make some changes to it. I'd have to find another beat, because I don't know where that original beat is to fucking keep it similar. But it's a new year. You got to make changes. You got to do different shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to change with the times. So, NBA vote. Yes, NBA vote. Make sure you vote for Harden. Make sure you vote for Capella. Make sure you vote for Gordon. And make sure, most of all, you got to vote for Paul. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I saved that for last to put a rhyme on that ass. So it's looking like let me see what we're getting here. I'm getting looking like no's winning. So make sure y'all get y'all's vote in before it's over with. How much more time we got before it's done? Oh, the poll already entered, or is it done with? Well, it don't look like the time is done, so it may have been done with. Well, anywho, so we'll go with this, what we got right here. And, dude, so Rhino out there balling? Okay, so we got 2 votes for no, so I guess we shall stay. All right, man, with that being said, let me get up out of here. We might make some, we might do some updating to it. I might change the tune a little bit. We'll see what's what, man. I feel like we need some change. Oh, Rhino over Mellow all day, every day, even yesterday and the day before. I'm glad we did not make that move. I talked a bunch of shit about, you know, things not falling in place, but I'm glad that shit fell out. So, with that being said, man, I'm going to go check this out. If y'all watching the game, make sure you give your boy a follow on the Twitter, because I'll be talking more shit on Twitter than anything. But I'm going to start fucking with the gram more. Make sure y'all check it out on the gram, too. And if y'all want to run a game or something, hit me on the HonchoSaucy on the Xbox. But with that being said, I'm chunking up a deuce. Y'all be cool like y'all be cool. Make sure you hit that staysaucy.com. Go check out some of that sauce merch. And you yourself, stay saucy. If I don't see y'all till the next year, y'all be safe. Y'all have a good one. I'm out.